The plane touched down, Orly. Not Charles de Gaulle like last time, but still Paris. 30 years. A lifetime, it felt. Stepping onto the jet bridge, the air changed. It wasn't just the temperature, it was a feeling. A familiar hum beneath the surface of everything. My heart did a little skip, or maybe a big leap. It was hard to tell. So much anticipation, so many memories waiting like old friends or ghosts. Good ghosts, I hoped, ready to greet us. The ride into the city was a blur, not of speed, but of emotion. Each street corner whispered, a name, a laugh, a moment, from so long ago, the scent of damp cobblestones, mingled with exhaust fumes and something sweet, patisseries already awake. Their sugary breath filled the taxi. I pressed my face to the window, like a child, wanting to absorb it all, every detail, every nuance. The city felt older, wiser. And so did I. Our apartment was in the Marais, a charming old building, with a winding staircase, no elevator, of course. That was Paris for you. Always a little bit inconvenient, always a lot beautiful. We hauled our bags up, 4 flights, panting, laughing, already a team. The windows opened onto a tiny balcony, overlooking a bustling street. The sounds washed over me. Accordion music, faint but clear. The chatter of unfamiliar voices, the clatter of cafe life. It was a symphony, a beautiful, chaotic welcome. This city, it held so much of us, of our story, the early chapters, the ones written in youthful, hopeful ink. Now we were back, to write a new one, with more lines on our faces, more stories in our eyes, but the same love. Or so I believed. This trip was a test, a celebration, a rediscovery of Paris, of us. The air thrummed with possibility, and the undeniable scent of fresh croissants, which I decided was a very good sign indeed. Paris wasn't just a city for us. It was the page where our love story began. We were young then, students, full of dreams and cheap wine. We met in a crowded bistro near the Sorbonne. He bumped my table, spilled my coffee, apologized in charmingly accented English. I was smitten, instantly. It sounds like a cliché, maybe it was, but it was our cliché, and it was perfect, the start of everything. We explored Paris with wide eyes and very little money, sharing falafel in the Latin Quarter, walking for miles along the Seine, holding hands, stealing kisses under bridges. Every memory was painted in gold, the golden light of Paris, the golden light of youth. We didn't know what the future held. We didn't care much. We only knew we were together, in the most romantic city in the world. That was enough, more than enough. It was everything. Returning now, it felt like stepping back and forward, all at once. The city was a mirror, reflecting who we were then and who we had become. The changes were there, in the shop fronts, in the pace of life. But the soul of Paris, that felt the same, that deep, knowing thrum. It still recognized us. Or perhaps it recognized the love that had first bloomed on its ancient stones, 30 years ago, a fragile, hopeful seed. This trip was a pilgrimage, back to the source, to remember why we started, to see if the magic was still there, buried under layers of life, mortgages, careers, raising children, the everyday things that can sometimes obscure the extraordinary. We came to Paris to find that extraordinary again, to hear our Parisian heartbeat, still beating strong. I really truly hoped. It was a quest, a beautiful quest.